this woman in California who's had the octuplets, those 8 babies born. They thought it was going to be 7 and wound up being 8. Now we have found that she already had 6 kids. Now, all right, now here's where the story gets crazy. So she had 6 kids. She goes for a 7th. All right, I guess it's understandable. It's a lot of kids. I wouldn't go that route, but hey, it's a free country, right? But she had fertility treatment. Now, what kind of sense does that make? First off, you already had 6 kids, so it doesn't look like you have trouble getting pregnant. Now, I don't know her whole medical history, but that seems kind of curious to begin with. Second of all, you know that fertility treatment leads to multiple babies sometimes. And you've already got 6, including a set of twins. So then you went and risked it, and then you got pregnant with 8 kids. So now you got 14. I think that's mental. And the doctors told her, and she's like, yeah, I'm hunky-dory with it. No problem. She went forward. Look, that's a decision I respect. Once you have them, you have them. What can you do? And she decides to keep the babies. Yeah, there's no problem with that. But the fertility treatment in the first place is what really throws me for a loop. And by the way, they're not rich. They went and had a bankruptcy just a little while ago, and they lost one of their homes. Now she's in a home with her parents. It's a 2 or 3 house, a 2 or 3 bedroom house. Anna Kasparian, fill me in.
They filed for bankruptcy a year ago.
Just a year ago.
A year ago, and they abandoned their home. So yeah, I don't know what she was thinking. That's just insanity.
Hey, did you hear this part, Anna? Mm-hmm. Her dad is thinking of going back to Iraq to get more money for the family.
Yes, I did hear about that.
That's crazy. What are you guys doing? What with the 14 kids? Why did she go to fertility treatment? Now, they won't release her name because not everybody's curious about this, etc. But we know the name of her mom and her dad. Apparently, she has a different name. And saying, well, Anna, do you know? I haven't seen it. Where's the dad?
I don't know where the dad is.
Like, nobody knows where the dad is.
No, I have no idea. But I'm going to say something that might come off a little rude.
Uh-oh.
Look,
Bring it.
No. I'm all for, like, government programs that help the needy and everything. But then you hear cases like this, and it makes you upset to know that your tax money goes to helping and supporting these people.
Uh-oh, you're not being a lib there.
No, it's not. But look, you already have 6 kids. Why are you going to get treatments to get pregnant again? And then on top of that, you get pregnant with 8. That's ridiculous. You filed for bankruptcy like a few months ago. Why are you going to try to get pregnant again?
Anna Kasparian, the new chair of the RNC.
No, I am not. Like, come on.
No, I'm playing. That's the same thing I thought. I'll be honest with you. Okay, first thing I thought is, are they trying to get, like, welfare payments or something? Because there's no other explanation for it unless you have sort of like sickness where you need to have like 28 kids, which doesn't make any sense, right? And so I was worried about that, but I don't know. I mean,
we don't know. And
so we're just assuming here a little bit. And I know what you're saying, Anna, in terms of like, are we really going to give this lady government help? Like, our money goes to her to have 14 kids? The flip side is, and this is where, we become libs. What are we going to do? The kids are born already. I mean, you got to take care of them.
I mean, at this point, yeah, I don't have a problem with the government helping her because obviously she needs the help. But it also angers me to know that she's not responsible for her own life. And, in a way, we're bailing her out. And that's not cool either.
Yeah, maybe she got the idea from, like, the banks. She's like, well, everybody's getting bailed out. Screw it. I'll have 14 kids, and I'll take a bailout. But the thing is, we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to change policy over it because who's going to have 14 kids to take advantage of it? Not a lot of people, okay? I mean, it's not something that happens every other day, so having 8 kids at a time and 14 overall. Now, I know people say, eventually, a lot of people will have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 kids, etc. But, we've already done the welfare reform, so there's time limits on that and all that stuff. And we have no idea if she wants welfare or doesn't want it. But it seems like a profoundly irresponsible thing to do, to go to get fertility treatment when you just declared bankruptcy. And that was just actually, if it was a year ago, a little before she got pregnant. I mean, where'd she even get the money for fertility treatment? That's a lot of money, too. And if she did, why'd you declare bankruptcy if you had that kind of money left over? I mean, it just seems like the height of irresponsibility. And how the hell are those, and if the dad goes back to Iraq, the grandfather in this case, and we don't know where the dad is, he could be with them, he could not be, we literally don't know. How are those 2 or 3 people going to take care of 14 kids, even if they had the money for it? I mean, you got to get like a nanny army like Brad and Angelina have to take care of that troop. I mean, to change 8 diapers in a row is going to take you an hour, let alone everything else you have to do. It's nuts. It's madness. Can't have it. But we already do have it. So sad day.